Hey guys. Whew. Today, yeah, I'm about 2 minutes late, but life was life, and no, that's a lie. I was behind. I thought I was prepared. I had everything set up for today, and I did not. Yeah, I'll just leave my hair down. I'm like, sometimes my hair gets on my damn nerves. All right, let me lotion up my hands. Since y'all not looking at straight live ash, so I just washed some stuff. We're gonna get this cracking. Okay. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Amina Hextall. I am the creator of Soul Transforming Energy and Movement. I am an intuitive guide, primarily a professional West African dancer and choreographer, as well as author and rap artist. I wear many hats, but all one mission, and that is to be a light worker's light. You know what I'm saying? As a light worker myself, I always found myself feeling like there was nobody to show me the way. There was nobody to lift me back up after I done spent all my energy lifting others up. And that's kind of what called me into doing work that serviced those that serve others. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that has to be a profession. You could just be a parent, and that is your service. Okay. You could just be somebody's sibling. You could just be a really good friend, and you're a light in that person's life. So, welcome, light workers. You're home, as well as star seeds. This is our other little sacred space. We hang out here together, you know, all us ETs and stuff. Anyway, welcome. I hope your weekend has been great so far. Well, so far it's coming to an end, but I've been feeling so much like dragon energy. Let me tell y'all, today I was trying on some cards. I was like, what are we going to use for today? There's mad cards on my table. I can't even see them right now. And I was like, okay, I always do my collective read with the moon cards. The moonology cards got to be in here for the collective read. However, the rest of the session, I was like, so what are we going to do? What are we going to use? How do we want to tap in? I thought about just channeling, which I can tell y'all now, I can already feel the effects of this moon on this collective. And I'm going to tell you, you may have to pace yourself this week. I don't know. There's something with trying to make sure you don't try to do too much. And then I'm also hearing, try not to get afraid when a lot is coming in. You know what I'm saying? I just got a yes from somebody about something. I don't know what I asked them. I hope that these notifications ain't going to be messing up my session. But yeah, I asked somebody a question. Now I don't remember what I asked. And I think I asked last night. Anyway, it just came through. They said yes. So I take that as a sign for the collective that this is going to be a yes week. So things you want to do, things you want to go after them. That brings me to why we're here. This micro moon, this blue moon, and it's called a blue moon not because it's blue, but because it does not happen often where you get 2 full moons in 1 month. So this is like once, that's where the term once in a blue moon came from. Yeah. So we're having a blue moon today. We're in it. 4:45 a.m. It was at its peak. So we're going to be feeling this energy. Now, with it being a micro moon, that means it's not going to appear as close to the earth as some of the other full moons. This doesn't mean we don't feel its effects, but it does let you know that the emotional tug will be a little less heavy. What you are going to be dealing with is, sorry, I have to real quick clear up this energy. But yeah, what you are going to be dealing with is setting your sights far. See how it's a micro moon, how it's far, it appears further, The objective is to set your sights even further. So you might feel a tug this week to go after big things that maybe at one time your confidence said, no, you can't have that. And this week, your emotions are going to be like, we want it, we can have it, we are worthy. Okay, and that's what we need to be in collective. Now, let me not get sidetracked. So we have a blue moon, so that means some rare things are going to be happening. And I felt this yesterday without even realizing it. When I was doing the weekly live, I was like, expect things to happen that you wouldn't expect, like a once in a blue moon type thing. And here we are with the blue moon. So expect this week a lot of like once in a blue moon occurrences or something, opportunities coming in that it's like once in a blue moon, you better jump on it. You better take it, that type of vibe. All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me. My mic was all tucked in. All right. So let me get focused before y'all know how I do. I will sit here, I will ramble, and next thing y'all know my life story and nothing about this moon. Okay. So full moons, as y'all know, are illuminating. And I don't want to say as you know, some of you may be new here. Full moons are meant to illuminate. They shine a light on the areas of your life that you may have overlooked, may not been paying attention to. Or maybe you did, but you tried to sweep it under the rug. Well, the full moon comes to shine a light on it to make you realize you have to look at it. Okay? Hold on, let me make sure I see this up. There we go. Now, in the energy of Sagittarius, which is the house of purpose, the energy of Sagittarius is all about adventure, expansion, growth, getting out there, learning about new cultures. Sagittarius energy could also have to do with law, dealing with laws, dealing with the law. However, overall, this energy I'm feeling has a lot to do with expansion and your purpose. And that means it's time to reach higher. That's what I'm hearing. We're selling ourselves short, collective. That's what spirit is telling me. Like you're reaching, but you're not reaching as high as you can go and as high as you're destined to go. Okay. So Sagittarius is going to have you open up to these things, and the full moon is going to shine a light on the areas where you have not been expanding, where you've been holding yourself back, where you've been losing focus of your purpose, where you've been fearful of travel and learning other cultures, where you may have stopped yourself from embarking on new adventures that were meant to help you grow. This full moon is going to show you where that is. And if you have been receptive to this energy, then the full moon is just going to charge you up more to just keep on. I keep seeing, and I don't like this brand, but because of what they represent, but I keep seeing the Nike symbol in my mind and it says just do it. That's like the vibe of the week. Okay. We're in a fire sign full moon energy. Y'all know what it is. So let's get into this collective read, and then I'm gonna give you 5 tips, because sometimes a collective read makes it so that I don't need to really go into 5 tips because it kind of mentions them, but not all the time. I probably shouldn't have wore this hoodie. I know I'm gonna start to sweat once I jump into these ancestral energies. Let's get some energy going. No, that's a dud. That's why it wasn't aligned. There we go. So something that might have felt like it's not working the way you thought it was going to work, it might need just a little adjustment. That just came to me doing this. There we go. Let's shift the energy. All right, so let's look at this collective. What can we expect? I'm going to be sweating a lot, y'all. I have a feeling y'all going to see me make a change. I do have a sports bra on under this, but I don't know if I want to sit here in a sports bra. Yeah, stupid idea to wear a sweater, but it got moon phases on it. Yeah, the moon phases. All right. So anyway, let's get with this collective read. I'm gonna just turn my AC up. Give me 1 second, because I'll be damned. I'm gonna sit here and melt. All righty. AC on now. Well, turned up. It's been on. All right. So let's get into this collective. What can the collective expect? I always start with the mini cards. What is this energy coming in for us under this full moon in Sag? I'm going to take 3 from each deck. They said you're going to take how many we give you. All right. So this deck just sent me 5. All right, guys. So energy. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon and Cap. So if you've been going through a rough time this week, this full moon is bringing an end to that. So I do feel like some of us have been going through a rough cycle, either with money, with relationships, or with your living environment. That's about to come to an end this week, all right? We have a time for healing, the Balsamic moon. Anything that might have felt disrupted, like relationships with you and other people, there's going to be some time for healing. But I'm also hearing for some of you, you had to let go of a few things and people and places. This week, take some time to breathe, take some time to heal, take some time to rest. Even though the energy is going to be telling you, go, 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 expand. This full moon for you is showing you what you've completed. And it's time for you to like pull back and chill for a minute. That's if you feel like you recently closed out a cycle. Rest of us, you're just going to find you get a lot of time to rest this week. Like you've been working really hard. A lot of hard workers in this cipher here. And yeah, this week you're going to get some rest coming in, or you're being suggested to get some rest. A time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So you might find yourself either wanting to do more. If you're in a line of service, you might feel called to do more, to give of yourself. But what I heard when I really pulled this card up was you've given so much. This is the time for you to receive. Hey, Tim, good afternoon. Yep. This is a time for you to receive rather than give. Now, for some of you, you may find yourself still in the mode of wanting to give. But Spirit is saying this week, you're going to find that sitting in the receptive mode and being open to receive is going to bring a lot of blessings and goodies in, a lot of stuff in, okay? I don't think we find that easy to do. This collective here, we struggle with receiving. Even though we say we want, and how come I'm not getting? But then when it's time to get, we feel guilt, we're not really receptive. And now Spirit is like, it's time to be receptive. Stuff is coming up. New moon in Sag. Well, not the full, but it's the new one. And it says luck is on your side, guys. I think this week is going to be so high vibrational if y'all only knew. I think a lot of things are going to be manifesting this week for all of us. At least one big thing in your life is going to manifest this week that you're going to say, wow, I never thought that was going to happen. I never expected that to happen. All right. And new moon in Cancer, you and your loved ones are safe. So we got 3 new moon energies here. It's a lot of new energy coming in this week, tribe. So if there's anything, choices you have to make that have you concerned about your family members, your loved ones, just know that you're being covered and protected this week. Family, home is being taken care of. There's going to be some of you that get new homes or new property or new opportunities to move. A lot of luck coming in, like things that you're going to be like, wow, that was lucky. Or I was lucky I was there to receive that. Or they were lucky. It's going to be a lot of lucky coincidences. Yes, people wanting to give, a lot of time to rest and heal from a tough cycle that we just completed. And at the bottom of the deck, we have step out of your comfort zone. North Node, that speaks all about stepping into your purpose and leaving that past behind. This is a card of destiny. Goes perfectly with this Sagittarius full moon energy. It is time to focus on the new. What is ahead? Where you want to go. Okay? All right, what else we got for the tribe with this full moon energy? And I'm going to do a pick a number for you guys too. So start to think of a number. We do have a pick a pal here, but yeah, It's so much going on my table right now. That's why I said this week, when you have a moment, rest, breathe, woosah, because otherwise you're going to feel like, oh my God, it's so many things happening. All right, give me 1 second. All right, because I have kids wandering around, so I didn't know if anybody needed anything. All right, I'm back. So let's take another look-see for the collective. What we got going here with some Moonology cards. I was really drawn to Dragon Energy today, y'all. By the way, side note, I don't know what is going on. This full moon said Dragon Energy. So the whole pick-a-pile, I grabbed a box. I thought it was a box of my energy reading cards. No, it was a box of my Dragon reading cards. So there's something about this time that's like whatever you imagine manifesting. Like your wildest imagination, like things you can imagine coming in. A lot of fiery, intense, passionate energy. Whew, that gave me a chill. A lot of abundance, like a lot of things happening this week that are meant to solidify prosperity. And that could even be unions with people. There's just a lot of dragon, fiery, prosperous, passionate energy. I love dragons. Dragon energy is just passion, driven, and loyal. They always try to show dragons in this like negative sense, but dragons are loyal. That energy is like, if you go, I go. If you going into battle, I'm going into battle. If you die, I die. Like that's dragon energy. You know what I'm saying? I could feel the energy of prosperity. Ah, here we go, gold. You know? So that's the vibe right now. Get into your dragon energy. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see what else we got here. What else for the collective? We got pushed through any insecurity, attend to the details, and focus on the positive. Another new moon in Sag card. At the bottom of the deck is unleash your kindest self. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of attention on us this week, collective. So if you've been feeling insecure, push past that, okay? You're amazing, you're dope, you're fly, you're whatever terms you use where you come from for being just great, you're awesome, you're all those things. Push past any insecurities and put yourself out there. It is time for you to be seen. It is time for you to shine. Now, the things that make you insecure, if you take care of all the details, if you make sure everything is set and straight and prepared for whatever it is you want to embark on, you won't feel insecure. Do the research, do the homework, do the work. You know what I'm saying? And just stay positive as long as your mindset is focused on goodies. Goodies, okay? That's what you're going to experience this week. Unleash your kindest self. And I say, show your kindest self to the world, who you are, who you truly are. But at the same time, remember, unleash your kindest self on yourself. My light workers in this collective, we tend to unleash our kindness self on everybody else, and then we go home and beat ourselves up for short things we fell short of. And no more of that. All right? No more of that. Unleash your kindest self on yourself and others. So, what else can the collective do this week? Or what else should we know as a collective that will assist us with this full moon's energy? Another Moonology deck. I'm going to take 3 cards from this for the collective. What else do we need to know about this full moon in Sag and how we can harness it or how it will affect us? We got support. Our family, your spirit family is coming in this week. So if you've been feeling like I've been struggling, I don't feel like I have a lot of people that got my back. If you are an artist or someone that's an influencer of any kind, this week you're going to feel your team of support. This week you're going to know who has your back. That's what this full moon is going to show you. The people that really are in your corner. Now, I feel for some of you, you might get a surprise. Like some of you might find yourself going viral this week or getting a lot of views on something you posted or a lot of comments or a lot of attention, just period. We also have knowledge, drawing down the moon. If there's anything you're not clear about this week, I feel like clarity is coming in. You're going to know. If you don't know where you stand with someone, you're going to know this week. If you don't understand something you've been studying, you've been wanting to know more about, you're going to find that teacher this week. It's just a knowing. Knowledge is coming in this week for you. And there we go again with this. Yin Moon, accept help. There is support coming in. And my light workers here in this channel, we tend to try to do it all ourselves. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. We try to do it all. And then we're frustrated and angry that no one's helping us because we feel like they should see that we're struggling. We feel like they should see, or at least be kind enough like we are, to just offer help. Accept it when it comes in, though, because sometimes when it comes, we're still like, I got it. I'm good. And they're like, no. Not only that, but accept help from Spirit, from the spirit realm. All right? Can't do it all alone. Stop, pray, meditate, visualize. Not necessarily in that order, but accept help, okay? Because it's coming in. It might not come in the way you think, but it's coming. Bottom of the deck is abundance. Don't we love seeing that? What we want is coming in abundance this week. Watch. No, let me let y'all see my eyes. Watch your thoughts. Watch your thoughts. I'm telling you, because y'all, we're all in this collective together. It only takes a couple of y'all to throw us off. Focus on abundance. Abundance of goodies. All right? We don't want an abundance of bullshit. An abundance of goodies. Just see it coming in. And just know you're worthy. We're going to do 4 deep breaths. That's going to get you in alignment with what abundance means to you. What would you want to experience in abundance coming into your life at this time? Think about it. All right. So let's keep it moving, because I got kids wandering around and they're making me concerned that they're going to disrupt my session shortly, even though they've all been fed and serviced. If you're new here, you don't know I'm a parent of 4, but my 3 youngest are autistic, nonverbal, and have ADHD. So sometimes, you know, I have to jump up and down and take care of things going on in the house. Let's get 3 more cards from Black Moon Lilith, and then I'm going to let you pick a number to get a little side peek at how this moon's going to affect you this week. Wow, we got spiritual magic coming through. Sublimation, projection, your spiritual gold. Black Moon, Lilith, and Scorpio. Oh my gosh. So the energy around us this week, elevated status, Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn. I don't know why I knew I was going to see this card. I knew it. This is a week to shine, y'all. Let your light shine. Right under here, it says it. Allow your light to shine. I feel like some of you are going to be partnering or coming into union with someone this week. Powerful. We have at the bottom of the deck elevated status, but there's somebody standing behind that entity. So it almost feels like a partnership is going to elevate your status, or somebody that really supports you is going to hold you up in really high esteem. And that's something coming you don't see due to you sharing your light. Wow. I want to go to the book for this card. There's a lot of spiritual energy coming through. Your spiritual gold, spiritual magic. It's like we are really tapped the fuck in, y'all. Really tapped in. So we got a lot of goodies coming. I want to go to the book for this spiritual magic. All right, there it is. So this is talking about being in alignment. Spirit, soul, vibration, and frequency are invisible superpowers we all possess. When you are in alignment, these spiritual forces magnetize, draw, and manifest your experience on this physical plane. When this card appears, you are activating your light body. The belief is that you have a spiritual field surrounding your physical form, acting as a light vessel. Wow. The ancient Egyptians called this the Merkaba, which is Hebrew for chariot. When you are aligned and living your soul's purpose, your light body will vibrate higher, drawing in support, which we already saw that card, drawing in support, abundance, and we got that card too, joy and elation. You can navigate your reality with no resistance, suffering, or fear. This is true spiritual empowerment. Wow. You're just ascending. This is just ascension. Spiritually ascending. Wow. You can mentally mold your intentions and bring them into reality through your physical form. This phase requires a faith in the unseen and a deep trust in the universe to guide you toward your highest good. So integrate your imagination, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and spirit into your physical form. Notice what exists in other dimensions like creative ideas, concepts, or visions. And when one resonates, bring it down into solid reality through action. Wow. You are tapping into the ethereal power of your being. This essence is attracting a bright new reality. Wow, guys. And then right after that, it's your spiritual gold. You're just spiritual gold. I'm like, I want to kind of read that one too a little bit. What number is that? Number 44? Wow, this is deep. Y'all been doing some work. Yay. Okay. So you reached the end of the rainbow. Spiritual pot of gold is yours. What? When the projection oracle card appears, the cosmos want to let you know that abundance, again, we're hearing abundance, joy and fulfillment have arrived. You are at the end of an arduous yet empowering journey towards self-acceptance and empowerment. The sun is an esoteric symbol of this time in alchemy. So pay attention to your sun sign in astrology. You're now aligning with this power. You are all now aligning with the power of your sun sign. We did it, y'all. We did it. This is the final gate in the alchemical magnum opus, where we've released shadow projections and are now emanating out from our spiritual gold easily and effortlessly. You're now fully aligned with your higher self and fully embodying your life path. Wow. Wow. Do some candle work this week. I'm hearing burn some candles and also really study your sun sign. That's going to help you get more into alignment with your direction. But it says you're glowing. Your soul's essence is shining brightly, attracting abundance, joy, and love. And also attracting in intimacy with this sexual alchemy card. You're going to find you are very, 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 very attractive this week. And you've been attractive, my soul family. You just wasn't in your life. You just wasn't in your life. But other people saw it. And now that you're stepping into it, oh, watch the people that try to get into your energy, that want some of you, that want a piece of you. And it's just natural. Just protect your energy, y'all. You know, some crystals, some prayer work. Protect your energy. All right. Okay. That's what I got for the collective. What's at the bottom? Oh, I showed you already. They said a reminder, elevated status. You're about to blow. Black Moon, Lilith, and Capricorn is all about kingdom building. So, and your enterprise and your career. So there's going to be a huge up leveling when it comes to careers for those of you that are working. Okay. You're going to find some kind of promotion, or you're going to be noticed by the right people or person. Something's about to change. I pick a number 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to give you a little quickie before I get to the dragon cards and the breath work or whatever. Yeah. All righty. Think with number 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. You can write in the comments, or you can just really think of the number the entire time I'm shuffling. All right. If you're drawn to number 1, my ones, your card says patience. All right, my ones. It says something greater. The direction is south and the color is red. So maybe wearing some red will help you this week too. It says live your life as a fearless warrior who sees the world as being much greater than yourself. Be humble and patient, having faith in something more. As a bird soars high above for greater vision, we too should attempt to soar and see the larger picture we are all a part of. What can be greater than a winged one who flies thousands of miles a year in expression of its true nature? Would you go to the ends of the earth to find your true self? Imagine the courage and tenacity of that tiny beating heart, always in search of something greater, the purest nectar of the Great Spirit. Do you recognize this in yourself? Wow. That's your message, my ones. And I'm going to give you a Tao card with an extra little message about this full moon, but that's something you need to come to terms with. Who are you? What do you want? You know? And you have following: loyalty, adaptability, cooperation, trust, reliability, sensitivity to others, service, and receiving guidance. I do feel like there's some help coming in this week, a soul tribe, a soul family where you did not feel supported. That support is coming in. So be patient. All right, my ones. All right. My twos, if you're drawn to the number 2, I think I'm going to go for 3 today. All right, my twos. This is your picture, and it says give away. You break it, you bought it. And your direction is the east, and your color is yellow. So there's some yellow this week. It says for every action you take, there is a reaction. I didn't bring water. I'm sorry. So I'm getting thirsty. All right, I'm going to get water after this. All right, for every action you take, there is a reaction, a cost that must be measured with balance and a replacement. Where your world is concerned, the action must measure the fragility of the item and the realization that there is only one unique and irreplaceable. When we are young, we often go to the big pawn shops in the sky and we trade something priceless for what we think we want. Years later, it's common to go back when we're desperately in need of what we gave away to see if we could get it back. But it was sold long ago and forever. We lose family, talents, loves, and ideals in this great exchange. We don't think about how selling out eventually breaks us into pieces. On the other hand, if what you sold could be redeemed, who would be the redeemer? If the cost is a broken you, is the redemption a restored you? Is it possible that you've been whole all along, but lack the loving eyes to see it? Message number 2s. All right, let me pull you your card. I don't know. Am I going to have time to get to the dragon cards? No, I have to. They said stop playing. All right, my 2s. This better be 1. You have the marrying maiden. A compromising situation, subordination, succumbing to seduction, manipulation, and low self-esteem. My 2s, you're getting a warning under this full moon. You are worthy of better. Do not sell yourself short. Do not allow yourself to be manipulated or used for your kindness or your attractiveness or your sexuality. This week, you're being protected from those who just want to use you for your lovely, loving, giving energy. And there's a compromising situation you may be dealing with that is riding off of your low self-esteem or your self-esteem not being that high. I don't like to say low self-esteem. So there's a need to know your worth and to pull your energy back from any commitments that do not value you. Okay? All right. And if you were drawn to the number 3. Okay, 3s. This is our card. And it says prayer. The direction is south and the color is red. So red may feel empowering. And it says petitioning the Supreme Court. Prayer is a petition. You are asking for something, and this desire gives birth, the egg, to hope, the butterfly. You direct this request to a greater power, the Creator, knowing that you might not get what you want, but get what you need. Move into a cocoon of silence and be still. Then offer your prayer. Just as a flower blooms and the fragrance is released, joy finds you and you are released like a butterfly in beauty and freedom. You are being initiated and your choice is which gateway to enter. Wow. Deep, my 3s. All right. And let's get you a Tao card. We are a deep ass group of light workers here, y'all. We are so dope. Like, what? And you have the well, seeking truth, wisdom, insight, intuitive knowing, return to the source, getting to the bottom of things. It really synchronized with your card. You're really going to find yourself deep diving into spirituality, into the spirit realm, into just wisdom, knowledge, just reconnecting to source. I feel like you're going to be very, very on point intuitively, and the things you feel, you're just going to know. Like you're just going to have a knowing about some things, like the truth about things in this world. All right. Still going to be some letting go this week for the collective. I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck, cutting back stood out to me. So if you're overindulging in anything, alcohol, smoking, yeah. Alcohol, smoking, eating bad foods, not eating enough, not getting enough sleep, things like that, you're going to have to cut back on anything that is not serving you. Okay. All right. Just a heads up. All righty. So now I want to give y'all 5 tips for how to harness the energy of this full moon. We're going to take 4 deep grounding breaths after that. And then I will get into this pick-a-pile. Hopefully I will have time. Looking at the time up there, ticking away. And I can hear restless kids wandering around. All right, I'm going to do one more double check. And then we're going to get into these 5 tips. Yeah, y'all can hear me. I'm in the kitchen. Somebody has me working. But it did remind me to get water. I'm back. Okay, so life here. Sometimes they're just like, hey, I need this. All right. So 5 tips. And these are pretty easy. I'm going to tell y'all now. These tips are so freaking easy. You could probably remember them. It's nothing. So first of all, I just want you to know, under this full moon energy, everything you're doing this week, every decision you're making is leading towards your purpose. That is the house of Sagittarius. It is about purpose, destiny. So you are on the road to destiny, to your destiny. The decisions you're making this week or that you already made, you're going to start to see them manifesting this week. And the things you planted are going to be growing. So let's get into the tips. Number 1, what you dreamed of, do it. This is the do it week. You've been dreaming of doing something. You've been dreaming of going somewhere. You've been dreaming of whatever. This is the week to do it. All right. Take a breather tomorrow, Monday. Breathe, rest, relax, plan, and then get cracking. Number 2, the things you stifled, say them. If there are things you've been meaning to say to people, things you've always wanted to express, this is the week to express it. And that doesn't mean just call people up and start spazzing on them. This is even if you got truths like, hey, I never told this person how much I love them. I never told this person what I feel for them or what they've done for me that I appreciate. It's just a week to speak up. And I hear another kid moving around, so y'all gonna have to give me a minute. All right. About that. Oh, why did this fall forward like that? I didn't see all of that happen. Shit. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta start to kind of get some kind of schedule going here, because it's like I make everybody's meals, I'm done, and then a kid will wake up and it's like, now I gotta go back and do it again. Ah, woosah, breathe. So we got past number 2, the things you stifled, say it. Number 3, your heart's callings, trust them. Wherever your heart's directing you or guiding you, trust it. Ignoring your heart and listening to logic is going to be the fail this week if you do that, all right? Listen to your heart. Wherever your heart is tugging you, and that doesn't mean in an over-emotional state like, my heart's been wounded and bruised and hurt, and I'm going to make choices based off of the past pain. No. Listen to your heart and where it has healed through certain things and now has a more clear idea and objective, okay, of where it wants to go or where it's guiding you. So your heart's callings, trust it. It's leading you to your destiny. Number 4, feeling heavy, stuck in anything, free it or free yourself. If something has you feeling heavy, let it go. If something has that you're doing has you feeling stuck, let it go. Get out of it. This is a week to free up your energy because it is so needed, light workers. So needed. And the opportunities for you to get out there and be a beacon of light are coming in this week. You might just be a beacon just by walking around and being in the energy of love. Maybe you're just meant to represent light and love amidst chaos. Maybe you're meant to be the eye of the storm. You never know that. While the storm is going on, you're that eye, you're that peace in someone's life, in somebody's experience. So trust when you're feeling heavy, when you're feeling stuck, when it's time to be free, be free. And this is the week to be free. All right, last one. If you want to reinvent yourself for the summer, be it. Become. Become. That should be a word, the becoming. Be who you want to be, not who people believe you to be. And that's something I had to fight through. An image that people had given me. Oh, she's a light worker. She visualizes and meditates. And what that does is it puts you in a box where you're not allowed to express anything except light energy. And there was an aspect of me that was like, no, I have anger sometimes. I'm sometimes depressed and sad, and I'm not always light. Sometimes I'm falling into the dark and I just want to be ratchet, you know? And I wanted to be able to express all of those sides of me, which is how I started getting back into my music. That was where I felt like I could be free to express all these aspects of myself. So what I want to say to you guys, and don't care what anybody thinks, I've been rapping since forever. But to the public eye, it'll look like something I just started. And then you might have people saying, where'd this come from? Don't listen to that. If you decide you woke up tomorrow and said, I want to be a firefighter, and you ain't never thought about that ever in your life, go do it. It's destiny calling you. Something's calling you. And if somebody comes along and they're saying like, since when? You ain't never blah, blah. Well, now that's what I'm doing. And since my heart guided me that way, that's since when. Like, you don't have to explain yourself. And that's our problem. No more needing to validate our choices to people. Just do your thing. Become what you want to become. Be you. Continue to be that light. Shine, shine, shine. That's my chant, okay? We're going to take some 4 deep breaths because I obviously need to bring my fire energy down. We're going to take 4 deep grounding breaths. But in that breath, in these little spaces of breathing, I want you to open up your imagination to the greatest thing. What would make you so happy if it came in this week? What would make you feel like your life is expanding and growing and new things are coming in if it manifested this week? And that's what I want you to manifest in your mind. I was about to say just manifest, but yeah, visualize in your mind and watch. It's going to come through this week. We're going to take 4 deep grounding breaths. Just sit with your palms open to receive on your lap. Close your eyes. I'm going to take you through my bowl here. Let's do 4 deep grounding breaths for the crew. Remember, focus in your mind on what you want to receive or become or what you expect to show up unexpectedly. All right? Eyes closed, ground yourselves, feet flat on the ground or sit down. Let's take one big breath as a collective before we jump in. In through your mouth and let it out heavy. It's like let it all out. All right, let's go. Take a deep breath in through your mouth. And exhale. Really getting comfortable with the idea of what you most want showing up this week. Not far in the future, this week. Take another deep breath in. Filling yourself up with the light and love and the joy that you will feel when this manifests. And exhale. Letting go of any doubt, any worries, any fears, sending them down into Mama Earth to be alchemized into something amazing. And breathe in again. Feeling light and loving energy from your ancestral guides as well as from Mama Earth coming up through your legs, up your spine to the top of your head. And exhale. Letting go of any fears, any worries, any doubts, any anger, any sadness. Just feel it going all the way down and out through the bottoms of your feet. Take one more deep breath in. Relaxing but glowing. Feel yourself glowing up as you inhale and take in light energy. And exhale and just relax from the top of your head. Feel yourself relaxing down your spine. Your legs are relaxing all the way down to your feet. All right. Let's open our eyes. If you felt you were sitting in a compromising situation, stretch out. Okay. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. We're going to do a quick little pick-a-pal. And I mean quick. I'm going to pull one card from each of these for each question, for each pile. I know that still sounds kind of long, but here we go. Please like and subscribe, by the way. If you're new here, remember to subscribe. Remember to like. These things assist the channel in thriving and make it so that I can continue to offer these services for free. Okay? So let's keep the channel alive. All right? Share and like. So I'm going to show you, let me see, 3 cards. And you can choose that card or by the number. All right. And I got to get these cards out their boxes. I should have been did this because the clock is ticking. A certain kid just woke up and my stomach is growling. Is that picking up on the mic? My stomach has been roaring like raw, like not giving a hell, unapologetically screaming at me. So I'm hoping it's going to shut up so I could get through the rest of this without, y'all hearing the roaring. Like my stomach is relentless. When I do not satisfy it, it don't play with me. When I was in college, I've had to leave school early when I did not have enough to eat because I knew I could not sit through class and my stomach screaming. So yeah, it'd be real. It'd be real. Okay. So let's get into this. I'm going to show y'all 3 cards. What am I doing? Got too much going on here. And you can choose from that card which pile is yours. Let me make sure I know what each of these are. This is the Dragon Oracle. That is the Dragon Riders. Here's the Dragon's Path. I'm going to let you choose. You choose my Dragon Path card. Okay. Like I said, I'm not sure why this full moon in Sagittarius is calling in the dragons, but it led me to my dragon decks. I thought I was going through to energy reading cards, and I opened it. It was dragons. And I'm a dragon. Like, that's my thing. My dragons are my thing. So, yeah, I got multiple dragon decks. But I was just trying to really figure out why. And what I was really feeling was adventure, prosperity, and passion. All the things they represent. That's what's coming in. Hold on a second. Yes? Okay, you gotta wait a minute, Tori. A kid requesting something, I don't know what, because literally just gave her food and something to drink. So sometimes I think these kids be bored and they're like, what's she doing? Let's go investigate. All right, so if you're drawn to this card, the healer, interesting. This is group 1. All right. If you're drawn to this card, harmony, your message is in group 2. And if you were drawn to this card, Gaia, your message is in group 3. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so take a deep breath. I'll show you the cards again, and then we are going to jump in. Where's the box? Yeah, all right. So I'll show them one more time, because sometimes that little quick glance doesn't help you. Pile 1, group 1, you have the healer. Group 2, you got harmony. Hey, angel guides. And group 3, we have Gaia. Okay, you can put your number in the comments, or you could just really think about it strongly. I'm going to start with group 1. You were drawn to the dragon path, the healer. Now, the question I had for this card was, how are you meant to grow or expand at this time? And I'm really hearing that you're meant to grow and expand as a healer in some way. If you haven't been doing that already, it's a part of a calling that's coming through. But I will give the messages from the books as well, because sometimes it has a little something extra that I'm not picking up. Why is your card being so hard to find? Oh, here it is. So you may love your work, but it does not define you. You also need time to be you. This gentle yet powerful dragon is a true guardian of all healers on earth and connects particularly with those who work energetically. It's a reminder that although you may walk your talk, you also need to heed your own advice. All right. So the message that you have, how you're meant to grow or expand at this time, is as a, are y'all seeing it? Is as a healer and as a light for others to follow. But to do this, you must burn brightly and throw light into the shadows of your world. You give a great deal to others, but you must also make time for yourself. You may need to rest and recharge. Your energy tank requires refilling, lest you become depleted. Make time to meditate, rejuvenate, to relax, and above all, to laugh. You may love your work, but it does not define you. You also need time to be you. A wife, a husband, a mother, a father, a daughter, a son, a sister, or a brother, or any other role you fulfill. Okay? That is where you're expanding now. You're learning how to not just be a healer, but also how to heal and love on you. All right? What archetype energy are you becoming at this time? Still on my ones, all right? My group 1s. What archetype or energy? Well, that was quick. I'm going to take the top one. Cat Joker. What? It's time to take action. You are now in urgent need of structure, order, and clarity. You are in some kind of royal type energy. All right, where I feel like boss mode. You are stepping into your boss energy, sitting on your throne. All right, you're becoming somebody who wants order, brings order out of chaos, somebody who cannot be affected by craziness that's going on around them as long as they are still and whole within. Finds ways to find happiness and joy, even in times that are not feeling that joyful. All right. Let's see what else we got for our ones. One dream that's manifesting this week that is aligned with your purpose. Where's my tarot of the dragons? My ones. One dream this, and I'm going to ask all these questions for each group. One dream that's manifesting this week, aligned with your purpose, my ones. Let's do one more shuffle. And cut up. Nope, they said this is it. All right, my ones. We got the Three of Swords. If you have been suffering from heartache, because this was reversed. If you have been hurt, I mean, like romantically, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be intimately. It could be friends, it could be family. This week, if you've been wanting to heal from that, just to get over that, just to get away from people and situations that hurt you, that's coming in for you this week. I feel like you're going to see karma come to those who have hurt you. You're going to start to feel your heart like it's healing. Like, I'm over this. I might still have some residue, but I'm over whatever happened. And your purpose is going to be to use that experience to help others. So maybe even just telling somebody what you went through that hurt your heart and how you healed is going to help heal other people. All right, my ones. And how will this full moon affect your emotions or your energy? See, I'm full. I ask as much as I can, so y'all are thorough going into this energy. All right. How will this full moon affect your emotions? All right. You got two cards jumped out. Try not to do too much, okay? This full moon is going to have you in this King of Wands energy. You're going to be feeling like you're looking good. Wands, you are looking good. You're going to be feeling determined, ambitious. You want to go after your stuff. You are ready to light up the world with your energy. But you got the Ten of Wands jumping out here. It's talking about taking on too much. All right? So this full moon, it's going to possibly have you feeling so energized and charged up and passionate about things that you take on a little too much. Be careful of that, all right, my ones? And lastly, let's get to your advice. The advice you need to reach your goals this week, because this is purpose-driven Sagittarius energy we are in. What advice you need to reach your goals this week or goal, my ones? You have the silver lunar dragon coming through. It bathes you in divine feminine light. So it sounds like you're going to need feminine energy, compassion, empathy, and all of that to make it through this week, as well as creativity. Come into balance and practice peace, harmony, and cooperation. Expand your causal chakra. Wow. Okay. It's interesting. It's a lunar dragon on top of that. So this moon is going to be very effective for you. And your advice to reach your goals this week is to stay in that feminine, open to receive, receptive energy. Okay. And things are going to balance out. Things will be okay. That's what I got for my group ones. If this is where we part ways, peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this light tribe. And I will see you again later. Moving on to 2. If you were drawn to harmony, how are you meant to grow or expand now? Well, you're meant to bring balance into places of your life where it might have felt unstable. I'm hearing harmony, just things becoming so harmonious and just sliding into place for you this week. I don't know. Let me take a look, see if there's anything else for you. All right. So harmony is the first shy dragon. Are you shy, my twos? You might be a little shy or introverted. Okay. And she's not as brash as some of the other dragon energy, but she's the bringer of harmony. Restorative on an interpersonal level and an outer global level. So if you're wrestling with a problem that you are unable to resolve, she's here to bring beautiful, harmonious influences to the situation and guide you in any steps you may need to take. So I do feel like you are meant to grow and expand now in that you will be better able to bring harmony and balance into situations that at one point probably left you feeling frazzled and thrown off. This is a gift where now you're going to find that you're able to review areas of your life and just let go of the things that are knocking it out of harmony and out of balance. The answers you seek all lie within you. So sit quietly, ground yourself, be present, and reflect your inner knowing under the guidance of this dragon energy, will help bring the answers to the surface for you. Okay? Stay in a positive energy. This card often appears when there has been some discord or upset. So I don't know if there's some area of your life that feels a little not, harmonious and balanced. Or it could just be a feeling in the world that you're picking up of the chaos that's happening in the world on a global scale. But she's here to bring harmony to the world and to yours. And I feel like that may be where you're meant to expand. Maybe there's some aspect of work that you're meant to do that helps to bring things into balance and to bring peace into the world. So what archetype? Y'all just flying out with answers. What archetype or energy are you becoming? You have Metatron. So you got an archangel coming through with a dragon and Estania. Be sincere and fearless. There is no point in pretending or changing yourself for other people. And that is what you are becoming. Fearless and sincere. You are no longer seeking validation from others. You're no longer changing and bending who you are just to keep things harmonious. You're no longer going to allow yourself to fall into addictive behavior just to be what you believe people want you to be. You got Archangel Metatron rocking with you and a dragon. So that lets me know that you can stand fearlessly as you are. And what is meant for you is coming in, no matter what. So let's see which one dream that's manifesting this week in alignment with your purpose. My twos. That's the tarot of the dragons. One dream that's manifesting this week for my twos aligned with their purpose. We'll take that since it stuck its head out. Okay, my twos, you have the Ace of Wands. Jeez. It is the ultimate. Whatever you really wanted, it's coming in. Something that made you very passionate, very, very passionate. And it's a new beginning. It's like a new opportunity. Could be something creative, could be a relationship. Woo, it's a new beginning. It's an alignment with your highest purpose. And it's an opportunity that brings a fresh start. Almost feels like it gets rid of old and forges a new path. Yeah. Something new being born from some major opportunity coming in for you this week. So be fearless, because it could be something that you always wanted, but when it shows up, you start to get cold feet. Like, oh my God, it's actually happening. Okay. How will this full moon affect your emotions or your energy? Let's see. How will this full moon affect my twos emotionally and energetically? What do we have? The Two of Cups. Y'all. And that could be even an intimate relationship, a friendship, the perfect job, perfect opportunity, perfect idea. It's just like your twin, your match is coming in. And on an emotional and an energetic level, it's like you're going to be in this receptive mode. This full moon is going to have you very much open and aware to the things that are showing up. Like you're going to notice, like, this is showing up because I'm energetically in alignment with it. Like you're going to know that you're calling these things in. Wow. So emotionally, you're going to be in the mood for love and peace and all that great stuff. It doesn't look very crazy. All right. So advice you need to reach your goals this week. And where did I put it? Oh, it's right in front of me. All right. Advice you need to reach your goals this week. My twos. All right. We'll take it. You have Source Dragon. All of y'all are so connected to divine. Yay. We're doing it. Attunes you to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. That is your advice to reach your goals this week. Stay connected to Source, to the infinite. Be still. And while you're still, magic can happen. So you don't got to push that much this week, my twos. Things are manifesting. Stay connected to Source. Know when to be still. And meditate, visualize. That's how you're manifesting, okay? Your mind is important. What you're thinking about in those moments of silence. So your advice is to trust that in those moments of silence, that prayer time, that meditation time, that things are working, things are manifesting. That's deep. All right, my twos, that's what I got for you. If this is where we part ways today, I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey, and I will see you again. I'll be here. I'm here live every week on Saturdays, but I'm trying to think. I'll probably have another pick-up I'll post it in this week to help y'all further on closer to the purpose or your purposes, because sometimes you can get those mixed up with so multi-talented. All right, moving on. Also, be sure to give me a like and subscribe. So last but not least, if you're drawn to 3, Gaia, like me. Okay, how are you meant to grow or expand now where there's something involving earth energy? So let's take a look at Gaia. Something about being connected to earth energy and I don't know, really being able to expand in how you connect to it and use it. All right. Gaia is also earth, very much earth energy in that it can stand as a strong foundation for you, to work from. So the dragon Gaia is the earth keeper and carries Gaia's ancient knowledge deep within her. She is one of the oldest dragons yet to come to earth. I am the etheric body of your planet. I urge you to protect her and all who dwell upon her. I'm reading you the message from the dragon. It also says, guide you into restoring balance. What is done cannot be undone, and alas, some things are gone forever. Have courage to stand up for what you believe in, your heart to be true, and I will stand with you. You can be that change. So she comes through when you're working on a new project and you need support. You need to anchor in its energy fully of earth and being grounded and prosperous. You can also invoke her wisdom when any form of a group work is taking place to anchor a collective vibration to the planet. All right. She's also here to help ground the frequencies of the 5th dimension, that 5D and above, which are coming into our consciousness, which is also a way you, my 3s, are meant to grow and expand now. Okay. She will guide us when we are ready to reignite the light of the Earth's grids. The deep healing this invokes will help Gaia and us as humans to build peace on Earth and be a future that is sustainable. So you're meant to grow and expand in some way. You are meant to be an Earth angel or a light worker that really helps shift the energy of the planet. Not necessarily people around you or the world on a scale, but literally the energetic field of this planet, which means working with people on a spirit frequency to shift their frequencies. It's not that easy using earth energy to change, and earth moves slow. So this is something that you're going to be doing. It's a lifetime calling. All right. So you're meant to expand your reach in how you are a part of uplifting this planet. Let's keep it moving. What archetype or energy are you becoming, my 3s? What archetype or energy are you in or are you becoming at this time? Wow. Okay. I was hoping a card would jump out. We have Lousy. Wow. So you actually have an ascendant master, Lousy and Sunshine, the dragon. So it says, be careful with your words. With some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. So I am hearing already right here, you guys have a beautiful smile. Use it. It's a part of who you are becoming. That smile warms people's hearts. It makes people feel more comfortable. Because you're so powerful, your energy can be intimidating. You got sunshine coming through. Sunshine is going to have the energy of Ra, of the sun. So you may shine very bright to the point where some people might feel they're not worthy. Some people might be afraid to, your smile lets people know you're friendly. Okay. But the energy you're in or you're becoming is very, very wise, a wise soul. Somebody who speaks the truth, somebody who knows how to speak the truth with love and with positivity, and who does not use their words to hurt. People will come to you for advice and for wisdom, but I'm also hearing, and you may be somebody people come to when they are afraid and they need to feel strength and courage. All right. So let's see what dream is manifesting this week for my threes. One dream that's manifesting, and they said we got two coming out for y'all. This ain't even the cards I was supposed to use. I used the wrong deck, but they said whatever, it's the right one. All right, so the dream that's manifesting this week for you. Wow, some of you have someone you've been wanting to come towards you. This is a Knight of Wands. This person's going to come in this week. This is somebody that's passionate about you or passionate about a project y'all are working on or passionate about something, but they come in quick. Wands comes in quick and fiery and passionate, and you are coming through as a Queen of Cups, whether you're masculine or feminine. Your energy is very emotionally grounded, very peace, very loving. What's manifesting this week that is aligned with your purpose, it has something to do with your union with someone. There's some kind of union you're going to have with somebody that is meant to point you towards your purpose, meant to be a part of it. It could also be that you've just been dreaming for this. Someone who makes you feel passionate and emotionally stable and grounded all at one time. Just pure love and passion is what I'm hearing. It's coming in. It's manifesting, and it's a part of your purpose. So maybe in some way, maybe creatively, you're also meant to bring that same energy into this world. Wow. Okay. Take it how that translates. So how to you, I mean, how it resonates. How will this full moon affect your emotions and your energy, my threes? How will this full moon affect your emotions? All right, I'll take it. It flipped. We have Judgment. This full moon is going to have you awakening. Things that you tried not to see, you're going to see. People are also, I'm hearing, going to be awakening to you. This week, you might have people that are going, whoa, I overlooked 3, or I did 3 dirty. Whatever the case may be, you're going to see judgment taking place. You are going to see judgment taking place. So emotionally, you may be feeling very light because it feels like as karma is taking place and judgment is taking place, it takes away some of these people's energy that might have been in your energy. My threes, I feel like you're somebody that has a lot of people in your energy. Maybe you got that beautiful smile. Maybe you have this aura. People just want to be in your energy. So be careful. A lot of people that you wanted in your energy that shitted on you are going to be getting their awakening this week, their judgment. All right. Stay out of the way. You're going to be getting your awakening, your judgment, and that you're going to be seeing those that were always there for you and those that were not. So emotionally, you'll be feeling lighter, and energetically, you'll be feeling like, I found my home. I found my people. I found who I am and what I'm meant to be doing here and with whom. So last but not least, my threes, and try not to rush yourself this week. Take moments to breathe, to stop, to comprehend everything that's happening. Because I'm a little bit in a rush now because I have one of the, I don't like to say a bad kid, but one of the kids that gives me the least opportunities to be great. She's here. So I'm trying to like push through this, and I chose group 3. So I'm not trying to rush you guys. I'm just trying to get through it before it becomes totally disrupted. So the advice you need to reach your goals this week, my group 3s, my folks that chose 3. We're going to snatch this one. Wow. And I think this is the one I kept seeing. I knew it was green. You have the air and water dragon coming through. This dragon helps you to connect to higher frequencies. Didn't I say the 5D and all of that stuff? So it says, trust your intuition, develop your psychic abilities, be open to enlightenment, and express your inner song. It is time to shine. That is your advice, my threes, in order to reach your goals this week. Okay? I'll read it for you again. And incorporate air and water. Air is like communication, and water is flow. So make sure your interactions with people, your communication, how you're saying things, how you express yourself is flowing, and it's pulled from higher frequencies, not low vibrations. Okay, and people will be more receptive to what you have to say. But trust your intuition. This is my psychic group, my pal here who is tapped in already. Trust it. All right. Or take the time, this week to develop your psychic abilities because they are going to be potent this week, my group threes. There's enlightenment coming your way, new information you can learn, and it is also time for you to express your inner song, your inner calling, your inner dreams, your inner desires, okay? That's what I got for you guys. I'm sending you so much light on and love on your journey. I hope that this resonated. I hope that my son did not become a great distraction in the background. And I will see y'all again next week. I don't think I have anything coming up this week, but I'm thinking about jumping in and doing a little Twin Flames update reading. I haven't done those in a minute. And I'm going to be starting my Lessons on Love podcast soon. So I had it going before, but I had to stop it for a second. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because my son, he was getting on my nerves. He was doing it on purpose. You know how somebody's just doing something on purpose. He even had his door open. Like, I'm going to keep doing this. But anyway, I'm trying to think. I might do a Twin Flames reading as my first Lessons on Love podcast because I'm bringing that back. And I hope you all will join me and share this channel and, let's grow together. Happy full moon in Sagittarius, everybody. I'm out. Blessings. All the goodies that come from being a part of this light tribe. Bye, y'all.